everyone. Today we continue to read the book The Critter Club Lives in the Noisy Neighbor. Chapter 9. Find that critter! While Dylan went to let the girls in, Liz's mind was racing. Suddenly things seemed to make so much sense. The time she thought Dylan had ignored her. He probably just hadn't heard her, since he was turned away from her. Liz's conversation with Mrs. Sienna, Dylan probably didn't hear it after all. So he wasn't teasing her at that grocery store. Liz thought back to Friday. The girls bought over cookies and rang the doorbell so many times. I guess my son didn't hear the bell, Mrs. Knight had said. It all made sense. It felt a little bad. Liz felt a little bad. She had jumped to conclusions about Dylan, but now she knew better. Dylan came out of the house followed by Ellie, and Marian. Okay, Ellie exclaimed. Let's find this nugget. Amy had bought binoculars. She aimed them up into the trees, looking for signs of the chinchilla. Ellie searched in muddy areas for chinchilla tracks. Marian had her clipboard. She wrote down all the chinchilla information Dylan could think of. There's also that gap in the fence by the gate. Liz said she could have squeezed through there. So they started searching Liz's backyard too. If they hate to be wet, Liz said, then how do you give Nugget a bath? I don't, Dylan said. Nugget gives herself a bath in dust or sand. Sand, thought Liz. That bag of sand was still sitting on her back porch. Liz hurried over, just to check it out. The bag was just as she had left it, next to the paint and the shoebox. Liz didn't see any sign of Nugget. Then, out of the corner of the eye, Liz saw the shoebox move. She did a double take. What was that? Liz stared at the box. It shook again. And now a small cloud of sand dust was rising out of the box. Guys! Liz shouted to her friends. My project is alive! Dylan and the girls came running. Liz pointed at the box. They saw it too. The shaking, the dust cloud. They craned their necks to peer inside the box. Suddenly, a tiny face with oversized ears popped up. Nugget! Dylan cried out joyfully. The chinchilla's whiskers twitched. She clawed her way out of the box. Dylan scooped her up. She must have gotten a little muddy, he said. Then she found a nice place to take a sand bath. Liz checked the damage in her diorama. Oh boy, I might have to start over, she said with a laugh. The girls gathered around Dylan and Nugget. They took turns petting her gently. Her fur is so soft, Amy said. Dylan looked so happy and relieved to have her back safe and sound. So, Dylan, Liz said, a little unsure of how to phrase that she wanted to ask, you can't really hear out of your right ear? Dylan smiled. Well, usually I can, but I have my hearing aid in that ear. But the battery died in the day we moved, and I'm waiting for my new doctor to get the prescription. Liz nodded, understanding. Well, if you need any help until you get a prescription, we're all there for you, she told him. Thanks, you guys, Dylan said. He looked around at each of them. We barely know each other, but you have already really helped me out, Nugget, too. Liz smiled. It was true. They barely knew Dylan, but she had a feeling they were going to get to know him. Bye.